All right, Hobbs. You got the best crew in the world standing right in front of you. Give them a reason to stay.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're ranking all the Fast and Furious movies.
All right, O'Connor. Let's see what you got.
We work together, we can hurt him.
You're right. Time to work as a team.
You're gonna win. I'm gonna win.
For this list, we'll be looking at the main entries in this high-octane action franchise, as well as the Hobbs and Shaw spin-off to determine how they all stack up. Warning, spoiler alert, which one would you say is the best installment? Debate it in the comments, though try not to get too furious about it. Let's go. Number 10, Too Fast, Too Furious.
I need you to come to Miami and drive with me. If you do, they'll take off that anklet and they'll clear your entire record.
I did 3 years in jail. 3 years in jail off you, Brian.
Aside from having clearly the best title in the whole franchise, Too Fast, Too Furious is probably the film that most fans can agree isn't quite on par with the rest. While not the worst of sophomore slumps, it nevertheless feels stuck somewhere between the street race-heavy approach of the first film and the high-octane action of the later installments. Focusing on Brian O'Connor after his transition from one side of the law to the other, the film is less of an ensemble piece. However, it does introduce Tyrese Gibson as Roman Pierce, whose buddy cop interplay with the late Paul Walker is priceless.
Yo, Rom, you there, man? Come in.
What's up, man?
And looks like we got just one more trick left, huh?
My pleasure, buddy. Let's do it, baby.
Sure, there are standout moments such as the boat jump scene, but overall, it's not quite as memorable.
So we good, right? Our record's clean?
You held up your end.
Number 9, The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift.
You're the one that's lucky. Tell me what it is. Then let's race.
Essentially, the first standalone sequel in the franchise, Tokyo Drift focuses on all-new character Sean Boswell. A high school student, Boswell becomes embroiled in the underground world of drift car racing after relocating to the titular city from the States.
First drifters invented drifting out here in the mountains by feeling. So feeling.
However, no fan-favorite characters return aside from a Vin Diesel cameo at the end. We do get a new one in the form of Han, who would return in multiple in-betweenquels and in 2021's F9. Tokyo Drift also features some of the best street racing, as incoming director Justin Lin establishes himself in a franchise he'd eventually become synonymous with. Though not beloved, this film has become something of a sneaky pick for franchise stalwarts.
I'm asking you to allow us to settle this once and for all. We race.
Number 8, Fast and Furious.
6,
You sure you want to do this?
5,
A lot has changed.
4,
You're right.
The simply titled Fast and Furious often gets forgotten among the canon, but it has to be credited as a serious stepping stone to getting the franchise to where it is today. Specifically, after 2 off-road sequels, we finally saw the return of the full crew, reuniting the primary leads Vin Diesel and Paul Walker. Conversely, it did also factor in the apparent death of Letty Ortiz, and Michelle Rodriguez's absence from the rest of the film is definitely felt. Still, we're grateful that she participates in perhaps the best scene in the movie, wherein the crew goes after a fuel tanker.
This is all you, hon. Liquid gold.
All in all, 2009's Fast and Furious feels a little half-baked, but it also seems a bit unfair to compare it to what would follow.
At least we know you can't beat me straight up.
I didn't know there were any rules.
Number 7, Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
No, I'm not working with this guy. I've been there, done that.
The minute he gets involved, you can kiss goodbye to any finesse because She-Hulk here only knows how to smash.
Yeah, Mr. Arson here only knows how to blow shit up.
The first official franchise spin-off, Hobbs and Shaw focuses on the love-hate, but mostly hate partnership of its title characters. Played by Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham respectively, Hobbs and Shaw earn their top billing. Essentially spawned into existence thanks to the characters' hilarious previous interplay, the movie gets the most out of both the buddy cop and the spy genres.
I made a mistake. This is you, though.
Oh, no. No backsies. What's the matter? You got a lot of bad guys behind that door?
What's this? You want to learn something?
The plot revolves around their begrudging team-up against a cybernetically enhanced baddie, Brixton Lore, played deliciously by Idris Elba. While the film does get absurd at times, logic isn't something the franchise is known for. We'll take impossible, over-the-top set pieces like these any day.
Hey, thanks for being my sidekick through this whole thing, brother. You were great.
How about our sidekick and stupid look on your
Yeah?
face?
How about you show me right now?
Okay, guys. Let's go.
Number 6. The Fate of the Furious.
Oh, you're gonna want to work for me. You're gonna betray your brothers, abandon your code, and shatter your family.
Furious 7 was always going to be a tough act to follow, but F. Gary Gray proved up to the task by continuing to push the envelope with The Fate of the Furious. Finding new dynamics for the team to endure, the film sees the crew pitted against their fearless leader Dominic Toretto, who has gone rogue for reasons then unknown.
I think I know where my team's at.
Where?
Right in front of me.
The whole cast really shines, but before Idris Elba, we have Oscar winner Charlize Theron, chewing the scenery as the series' new unabashed villain, and we love every minute of it. Heck, the movie even brings in another Oscar winner in the form of Dame Helen Mirren. If that's not a sign your franchise is gaining clout, we don't know what is.
Do you know who I am?
That's why I'm here.
Do you know what I'm capable of?
That's why I'm here.
I'll give you until I finish me cuppa.
Number 5. F9. At 145 minutes, F9 became the longest film in the series, yet with so much time devoted to the interpersonal history of its lead characters, it also feels one of the most emotionally cathartic.
No one outruns their past.
I am more easy, you trying your best to become me.
And mine just caught up to me.
Been a long time, Dom.
Seeing John Cena enter the fray as Dom's brother Jacob, the proceedings simply get another imposing physical presence to make the action sequences that much more dynamic. Not to mention all the magnet play.
Man, we messing with magnets now? If you woke, don't wake up. Whoa. Get back, hey front. Yeah, everything we gave up. Even when we die, we raise up. Yeah!
It's good to be back.
While the resurrection of Han isn't totally seamless, we were just pleased as punch to see him back in the fold and doing what he does best, driving fast cars.
Nice clubhouse.
F9 is, of course, just as ridiculous as its predecessors, and we wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, this one actually went to space. Number 4, The Fast and the Furious.
So what do you say? Am I worthy?
We don't know yet. But you're in. Let's go.
It started here. While the franchise has certainly gained a reputation for being bombastic in its action, we still have a lot of respect for the down-to-earth original entry. Taking on the Herculean task of getting us to care about so many characters, The Fast and the Furious manages to tell a compelling story, something that's occasionally lacking from later entries.
If you don't want anything to happen to your brother, to Letty, to Leon, to Vince, you have to just get in that car with me right now. You have to help me.
With an emphasis on street racing and the crime scene of Los Angeles, this first film really makes us feel invested in Brian O'Connor as he infiltrates the crew he later come to regard as family. As different as the later entries are, this one firmly established the foundation upon which the whole series was built.
What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
You almost had me. You never had me.
Number 3, Fast and Furious 6.
Letty's dead, Dom.
I need to know for sure.
Then I'm going with you.
You said you were going to leave this life behind.
We both said that we were leaving the life behind.
Though it's sandwiched between two incredible installments, Fast and Furious 6 is a fantastic film that definitely earns its place on the podium. Before we had family versus family with Dom and Fate of the Furious, we had the crew going up against Letty, who's revealed to not only be alive but suffering from amnesia.
Never could keep yourself out of trouble either.
What else do you know about me?
In the crew's efforts to get her back with the good guys, we get some truly pulse-pounding fight scenes and set pieces. While he'd later be overshadowed by his brother Deckard, Owen Shaw serves as quite the compelling villain in his own right, played to calculating perfection by Luke Evans. In short, Fast and Furious 6 is another solid ride, firing on all cylinders.
How did you know that there would be a car there to break our fall?
I didn't.
Number 2, Fast 5.
Nice steaks.
Yeah, well, the Ritz was sold out.
So what's this all about, Dom?
Yeah, man, why'd you drag us halfway around the world?
Because we got a job.
The franchise has always had its hardcore fans, but never had it been taken particularly seriously by the general movie-going public. That all changed with Fast 5. Indeed, people were not ready for just how rock-solid this series could get, and we're not just saying that just because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson joined the cast.
I'll see you soon, Toretto.
Look forward to a cop.
The movie also introduces a heist element that makes the story feel that much more engaging and fast-paced. It all culminates in wild fashion with the crew dragging a giant vault through the streets of Rio de Janeiro. Some immediately thought of it as a fluke, but Fast 5 proved that the formula had finally been perfected, and we're still seeing it succeed over a decade later.
This is the happiest I've ever seen my sister.
It's because we're free.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Furious 7.
I know you too well, Dom, and I'm going with you.
Well, looks like we got a nice little hunting party. Let's go bag a shadow.
There were more than a few things going against this movie, but it somehow managed to overcome the obstacles to make for a ride we'll never forget. Director Justin Lin did not return, and James Wan, known for horror movies rather than action, filled in. And yet the action is off the charts, giving it the epic feel the film so rightly deserves.
Dom, cars don't fly! Cars don't fly!
And second, the tragic death of Paul Walker during production forced much of the story to be reworked. Somehow, with the help of Walker's brothers and some incredible visual effects, his absence becomes one of the film's most touching aspects. The film gives both Walker and his character Brian O'Connor the beautiful send-off they deserved. Rest in peace, Paul.
Hey, thought you could leave without saying goodbye.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.